Hey guys, Charles here. So I thought I'd make a quick video about some of the tech that I'm excited for in 2021. Fear not, this will not be a huge long video about me rambling on about things that are coming up and intricate details. Just 4 quick points that that I'm really looking forward to coming out later on this year or throughout this year. So starting off, I thought let's do the obvious thing and talk about iPhones. So I won't go into too much detail, but some of the things that I'm excited about for iPhones is definitely the return of Touch ID. So there are rumors floating around the place saying Touch ID could make it back into the iPhones, whether that's under display or on the lock button or side button or whatever they call it. That would be really good, especially now that we're having to wear masks the whole time and Face ID just doesn't work. It would be really cool to get Touch ID back. So another point about the upcoming iPhones could be the potential inclusion of ProMotion displays in the Pro models, which is a 120 hertz display, which is really cool. So the iPad Pros have it, and it's makes scrolling ever so smoother, and just animations just feel a little bit snappier. Just makes the entire experience feel a bit quicker, which is really cool. There are talks about the notch on the iPhones possibly getting a bit smaller, because Apple have apparently figured out a way of condensing down the components for Face ID in the notch. So fingers crossed we might be able to get a smaller notch instead of that massive forehead thing that the iPhone has. I keep pointing at my iPhone because that's what I'm recording on. Second thing I'm really excited for, again, it's from Apple, but these are the new Apple Silicon CPUs. Now, finally stepping away from some of the Apple stuff, let's head over to Mercedes, because they've released a couple of images of what the new infotainment / dash / instrumental cluster will look like. It's called the Mercedes-Benz Hyperscreen. They're calling it a 46-inch touchscreen, but it's actually not. It's 3 touchscreens, which is embedded into a huge piece of glass, which will just take up the entire interior portion of the driver / passenger side of the vehicle. The touchscreens will be powered by Mercedes-Benz's infotainment system called MBUX, whatever that stands for. And apparently there won't be any buttons on show. It'll all be digital or voice commands, and we all know how great voice commands are on cars. It looks really cool. I'll get a few pictures up on screen, and it just looks amazing. So that I'm really looking forward to how the technology will kind of merge in with the driving experience, and especially for passengers as well, how that will work out. We won't be seeing this display in a production vehicle till the end of 2021. It will debut in the electric car, if I'm correct, the EQS, in the electric vehicle, which again, we won't go into because we'll be here for a while otherwise. Now, the last thing that I'm really looking forward to is a company called Nothing. So this is a brand new company, and yes, it's called Nothing. And it's been created by the co-founder of OnePlus, Carl Pei. And Carl Pei said that technology should fade into the background and feel like nothing. And apparently that's the approach that he will be taking with this company called Nothing, in creating the devices, which will be smart devices apparently. So again, there isn't any news on exactly what he'll be creating or what this company will be producing, but very exciting because Carl Pei has done some really cool stuff with OnePlus, and seeing him on his own in a company creating his own visions will be quite cool to see, I guess. So yeah, those are my 4 things, and I told you I won't be rambling on for ages. So yeah. We won't be seeing this display in production till around the end of Silence.